say it's there's always a first time to do something, and today is my first time that I'm doing a live Facebook video, and that is awesome. So yes, as I said, I am from South Africa. I'm going to call this my Thursday business talk, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to help business owners, especially small business owners, to help them to get more customers. And isn't that why we have a business? We have a business for customers, because if we do not have customers, we can close our business. And that is so true, because otherwise you won't have a business. And yeah, that's great. So as I said, I'm going to help small business owners, or even big business owners, to get more customers. And yeah, that is just nice to help people, and I love it. As I said, I love videos and making videos, but yeah, it's the first time. So let's dive into what I'm going to talk to you today. And what I'm going to talk about is a statement that I posted yesterday on my page about what Seth Godin said. And he said that not everyone is not your customer. That is the statement that he did. He said everyone is not your customer. So why does Seth say that? And there's actually quite a stupid or a simple reason for that, and that is because if you sell to everyone, no one, you sell to no one. As I said, just repeat it. If you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. And that is there's something so important that many people don't understand, because um, they think everyone, they can sell to everyone. And I'm going to just explain to you why I say that, and just to get a better picture about that statement. And that is because in the old days we used to place ads on billboards. We used to pay for ads on in the newspapers. We create flyers and these flyers out, and even today they still do it, the big guys. And the other way is also billboards, and that big ads that you get next to the highway. Yeah, that's also billboards. um, that they try to sell stuff to you, or sell stuff to everyone, and hopefully everyone is a customer, but that is not. Not everyone is your customer. And the other way that they also use is television advertising, and that is a total exactly example where you sell to everyone, because everyone watches the TV, and they see those ads coming up every now and then. And it is just hitting in the bush, and hopefully you will eat a bird for lunch. And that is not the best way to advertise, because your ROI on those money is not big, because you're not laser focused on a specific customer. So how are we going to overcome this problem about selling to everyone, and rather selling to people that is your customer, people that like what you are selling and love to do what you do, for example. And there's actually a really easy way to do that, and that is to sit down and create an avatar, a special customer avatar for your customer. Go and sit down and think, what will my customers love? What books do they read? What food do they eat? What places do they go? What movies or television programs do they watch? And then you can go and laser focus on your customers, because I was thinking also, just before I started the show is that I rather focus in on 10,000 or 1,000 laser focused customers of mine that love what I do, love my product. I'm a cyclist, for example, so if I have I don't have a cycle shop, but if I was a cycle shop owner, I will focus in on all my customers that love, for example, track cycles or what's the other one? Or any of those bikes or books that I read. Are they reading the right magazine? What type of shoes do they wear? Is it cleats that they use? There is different ones, and what things do they do? Where do they hang out? To what sports shops do they like to go to? And all those kind of things. I mean, if you are in the wedding industry, you can focus in on people that reading wedding magazines, going to places where they can find cake, wedding cakes, and those type of stuff. So you can really focus in on those people, and that is so more better than just try to hit in the bush and make an ad and let everyone see it, and maybe 5%, 2% of the people that see the ad is your avatar customer. So your ROI on that ad spend will not be very big. But if you focus laser in on for example 1,000 customers or 10,000 customers, that is your ideal customer, you will make far more better sales, and your ROI will be far more better. So that ways of billboards and flyers and so on, that was the old school way of advertising, and me and myself and I did it also. I had the wellness business years ago, and I had that banners that you plant into the ground on the at the stop signs where people stop and they can see your banner, and it's evaporating in the wind. I hope I'm right on that word, but you know what I'm trying to say. You get that stuff that they plant into the grass, into the ground, and um, to see the business. And I do have customers, but on the end I need to close my shop. But if I know those days what I can do now, I wouldn't have to close my shop, because um, 10 years ago, if you go and ask, or if somebody asks you, um, where can I find the cycle shop, and that person tell you go and ask Google, he will look you like this and say, what are you talking about? What is Google? But today everyone is just Google. I mean, even me, just recently I was having a problem with my gallbladder, and I went and asked Google, how can I fix this problem? What is the cause of the problem? And um, Google could give me the answer. And we all know Google is not a human being, because you can post anything on Google, and if you know the background and how the machine is working, you can talk a lot of nonsense on Facebook also. But if you know how the mechanics of Google work, and um, you know how to get your ad on the top of Google when people type in where I can find a wedding shop, or a wedding clothes shop, or a cycle shop, and you can get it that is on top of that, of Google, then you will have people that going to look at your website, for example, because people not scrolling down and to the next page on Google. They go and look at the top of Google, and I can scroll down, and at the bottom also it's rarely that I go to the second page. So if you can hit the first page on Google, that is a very good thing, but that is something on its own, how to get on the first page of Google, that we're not going to go into tonight. But the other thing is also that everyone today lives on Facebook. So the difference between Facebook and Google is in Google you answer their question. They're looking for your shop on Google, and they ask Google, where are you? And you give them the answer. And on Facebook it's almost like a TV ad, but the difference between a normal TV ad and a Facebook ad, especially if the person know what he's doing on Facebook and how Facebook ad works, you can laser target on Facebook, because Facebook today is the best targeting machine when it comes to ad targeting, because you can target exactly your customer, your ideal customer that you are looking for. You can target on Facebook. So that is why I say I rather target 1,000 cyclists, for example, than target in the bush and just target everyone to get, for example, and you can do it on Facebook. You can target everyone and get 100,000 people, and out of that 100,000 people, only 10 people is maybe cyclists, for example, that maybe look at your ad, and not everyone is going to look at your ad also, even that you target 1,000 or 10,000 cyclists, and but out of that 10,000, more than 10 people will look at your ad and click on your link and go to your website. So it's just really far more better to focus in on, as I said, for example, 10,000 people or 100,000 people that is cyclists, and you know out of that 100 or 10, 100, 1,000 or 10,000 people, or 100,000, for example, 100 people, 200 or 300 might look at your ad, and out of those people you will get customers. So that is just the reason why Seth Godin said not everyone is your customer, because if you sell to everyone, you sell to no one, and you don't want to sell to no one. You want to sell to the specific person that you want to go to your business, and that is just so more better. And I really think that you agree with me that it is better. So that was nice to talk to you, my first time on Google Live, and hopefully, and I believe I will be here next Tuesday and keep my promise to make videos that can help business owners and anything that can help business owners, and that is my passion, to helping you guys to get customers. So you must have a great week and the weekend, because it's the weekend start tomorrow. So have it a great week till we meet again next Tuesday, or Thursday, sorry, not Tuesday, Thursday, and make it a great day. Bye for now.